In a world that is constantly convincing us that we need to be productive and work towards things and make good use of our time, I have found so much joy in really giving the simple moments my full attention. In finding absolute joy and peace in cutting a carrot or cutting a cucumber, doing the dishes, going grocery shopping, allowing myself to see every moment as an opportunity to really find peace and find joy in whatever comes and whatever is. And so today I am making spring rolls for dinner, and I just wanted to share with you this evening having a great time by myself making dinner and just enjoying being alive. Hello. It is currently Monday night and I had a pretty full day already. It's 5 o'clock and I worked this morning, and then I went to the store, and then I just got home, got some groceries, and I have some more work to do tonight, but I thought it would be fun to just make some spring rolls and have a conversation about life.
Oh my goodness. I bought the mango to put in my spring roll, which I'm still gonna do, but this is amazing. It tastes like Hawaii. Wow.
One thing that I love so much is taking a lot of time to cook a meal just for myself. I sometimes definitely can put a lot of pressure on work and end up literally spending so much time working that I don't eat dinner, or I just eat something super simple like a bunch of cauliflower. And those days happen, and that's okay, because some days it's okay to eat simple foods, but I love setting up a whole thing for myself. It's so special to just cook a huge thing for myself. And I really like spring rolls because they're super easy to digest and just really light, and also you can just make them really good. So I've set up, I feel like I have a cooking channel right now. I've set up some fresh mango, rice noodles, carrots, basil, cucumber, seitan, and then I have some peanut sauce. I have some rice paper wraps. This is gonna be so special. I really like spring rolls because they're so interactive. I used to make a lot of sushi when I was in high school because I could make it vegan, and I gotta dip this in the rice paper water. And I just love the interaction with my food, and I'm a big fan of raw food, so when I can mix it with some cooked ingredients and have it taste like a legitimate meal, I really like it. The first spring roll! Drum roll. Drum roll for the spring roll. First of all, I've eaten so much of the seitan, it's so good. It really looks like chicken. And I think it tastes like chicken a little bit, but I haven't had chicken in almost 6 years, so I'm not the right reference point for what chicken tastes like. I love putting fresh herbs in my spring rolls. I had this moment of realization when I was, I think, 17 years old. I was in the woods by myself, and I think I was at the time bothered by something that had happened with another human, or just I think I was feeling bothered about something someone did. And I had this realization as I was by myself in the midst of trees that for the rest of my life, the only person that was gonna know me in the deepest way was myself. The only person that I was gonna wake up with every day, spend every moment of every day with, was myself. There's no one that we are with more than ourselves. We are inside of ourselves. And I think when I had that realization, it just I felt such an opening within me, because it was honestly, what a relief that I'm the only person that's gonna be with me as much as me, because I have full control of how I treat myself. And I think after I had that realization of it's me, myself, and I for the rest of my life. I was like, how freeing, first of all. And that means that the time that I spend with myself is so important, because I am the person that's always talking in my head, and the person who's either cheering me on or breaking me down. And no matter what I go through, if I have my own support and my own love, I will always have one person rooting for me. And so I've been someone who's always enjoyed being alone and spending a lot of time alone, and I still nurture that so much. But I found even recently, like, how important it truly, truly is to like take the time to set up an entire thing for spring rolls by myself, and take the time to go explore nature by myself, and take the time to explore my interests by myself. And like, even though there are incredible people in my life that I love so much, it's still so important to nurture my relationship with myself, because even if people are in our lives for long periods of time, our relationship with ourselves is timeless. Like, it is the longest thing we'll ever know. And I think when I'm by myself, I just have so much clarity on what I should do and who I should be. And yeah, there's just this like stillness that comes with choosing to be fully here right now. And that stillness comes very easily when I'm by myself. And I love like learning how to be really good with other people as well. And in groups, and like especially groups, I'm still learning. Like, definitely not innately a huge group person, but I love trying these new things and trying things that are outside of my comfort zone. And I think by having a good relationship with myself, I'm able to put myself in situations where there's an opportunity to grow, because I know that no matter what, I will always be there supporting me, even when it's hard. There's no one that you can count on as much as you can count on yourself, you know? And I'm making these delicious spring rolls, and I'm so excited. But yeah, it's ripping. I just thought of that because it just feels really special when I take the time to do something like this. Especially, like, I do spend a lot of time alone because I work on my computer a lot, and I'm just enjoy being alone, so I end up being alone a lot. But I do have like, close relationships with people, and I love my friends. But I find that it's not just about the time I spend alone, it's about the time I spend alone, like really being with myself. Like, not being on my phone and watching videos and doing all this stuff. Giving myself like the time of day to just be is so important. And yet underneath it all, I'm just so grateful to breathe this air. Like, so grateful. And I think in those empty moments when I'm doing something and I take a pause and I just become aware of my surroundings, even when I was at a job that was very toxic and not good for me, even when I was in situations that weren't good for me, when I take these pauses to just pay attention, it's like, wow, what a gift. What a gift to be on this earth. I'm so grateful. I made spring rolls and they turned out good. Some of them are, well, this one is completely fallen apart. Oh, they look so good. Carrot, mango, seitan, cucumber, basil. And then ordinarily I probably would have made this sauce because pre-made sauces, like, I don't like them that much. They just hurt my stomach. But I have some peanut sauce, which I'm gonna put on the ground so it doesn't spill everywhere. Should try it once without the sauce probably. I've never put mango in spring roll before. It's really good. I'm gonna try it with the peanut sauce. Wow. What I love about making these too is it does take time, but once you cut up the ingredients, like, you can just use them all week. Like, I have so much extra I can use tomorrow. And if you make spring rolls, you have to put basil in them. Basil is like, I'll either do basil or cilantro, but I really like fresh herbs. And basil in spring rolls, I just don't know what it is about it. It like makes the whole spring roll. Yeah, something about making spring rolls has just put me in the ultimate gratitude mood right now. Even when life gets hard, there's always something to be grateful for, you know? Even if it's just as simple as like the way it feels for the sun to hit your skin in the morning, or the way it feels to breathe, or the way that plants feel, or the way that food feels in my tummy. Like, yes, there are hard things in life, and yet there are always things to be grateful for. And when I start my day off with gratitude, it just feels so much better. I still can only chew on the side of my mouth, which means I probably have to get a root canal. I used to before I, really got my life together, I didn't eat very healthy. I ate a lot of ice cream, like a lot of ice cream, because I didn't take care of my body that well when I was younger, and didn't go to the dentist for like 4 years because I moved to a new city and just didn't. And now I have a whole video about this, but basically I learned a big lesson about when you let things decay, physically, emotionally, in any way, when you let things sit there and decay, they get deeper and you have to face them eventually. And so I'm in the stage of facing this tooth. At first I had a filling and then they drilled it down for a crown, but then I had to get gum surgery for them to reach this filling all the way deep in my gums. Gotta remove gum and bone. It's this whole thing and it still hurts. So I think I have to get a root canal, but it's a good lesson. And I'm like, it's a good lesson too for me, because now when I go to the dentist, I'm like, don't enjoy it, but it's a good lesson for me to like work through and be very calm, even when I'm like a little tense. I'm gonna continue eating these, and I think for the rest of the evening, after I finish this up and clean up a little bit, I have more work that I'd like to do tonight, so I'll definitely sit down and do that. It'll be like 2 hours, 3 hours of work. Oh wait, it's 7 o'clock. Hopefully just 2 hours. Thank you so much for listening and being here. And just remember, like, in those mundane things in your life, throw a little bit more magic. Like, pay attention to the way that the sunset looks, pay attention to the way it feels to be alive. There are so many gifts to be found in the depth of every moment. And when we learn to just like fully fall in love with being, everything becomes such a dance, like such a dance. Everything becomes doing your favorite thing because you just love doing everything. Or doing nothing even. And so yeah, find a way to bring a little bit more magic in the mundane. It really is, that's where like life really starts to open up, is in those little moments and how you treat yourself when it's just you. So thank you so much for listening. I hope that you're doing well and taking care of yourself. And I hope that with whatever you're doing in life, you're just honoring yourself, what you want, and finding so much joy in all of the in-between moments and all of the moments, because we may not have concrete answers to everything, but one thing I know for myself is that if I'm gonna be on this earth, this magical, beautiful earth, like, I'm gonna enjoy it and I want to enjoy it. And so just learning to bring that love and enjoyment back into life as someone's honking outside, because this is Los Angeles, is such a gift. So I just hope you give yourself that gift every day. Thank you so much for watching me make spring rolls. I hope that with whatever you eat today, it tastes amazing and you have so much fun making it if you make it. And yeah, thank you so much. I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day today.